Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. It is Black History Month, and here to talk about building the dream and other things is the Chamber of Commerce, the Orange County Black Chamber of Commerce President, Bobby McDonald. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Leslie. Always a pleasure to be here. And if I might add, I'm really pleased that I guess it was 2006 when Time Warner came in and we helped out and got with the group to do Adelphia and stuff. But I want to really thank Time Warner for all the efforts and all the patience and all the promotions they've done with all the different ethnic groups, doing Black History Month, Asian Pacific Islander Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, and the others. And the Time Warner's done a real good job with our community and building these different programs and letting the world know what's going on in our different communities and our diverse communities. So thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Now you get to continue that by talking about the monument to Martin Luther King.
Well, it's one of when my buddy William Byers from the Black Chamber from Explorer Studios and I got together, we went back, and I'm a member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, and we were the group that built the monument. And we decided when we were going to do this 5 years ago, put it together, we wanted to make sure that people would have an understanding 5 years ago or 5 years from now what it took and who built the monument and why it was built and all those different things. Try to make it an evergreen piece, if you will.
And quite an undertaking, 100% public funded.
100% public funding. When you look at it, it cost $120 million, took us 25 years. In comparison, the Franklin Delano Roosevelt monument took 48 years and $170 million. So in comparison, we did a pretty good job. Mm-hmm. But what I wanted to say was the building, we call it the Building the Dream, and mainly because Dr. Martin Luther King was not only just for America, he was for everyone. And he was a big, gigantic warrior for peace and noted man for peace throughout the world. When you think about the monument, when I first got there and took a look at it, a couple questions I asked was, how tall is it? And it was 30 foot tall, 29 feet wide. And so, I kind of started doing a little research. When you look at a telephone pole outside, it's 30 foot tall. Now, of course, it's 10 feet below, but it's 30 foot tall. So when I look at a telephone pole, I automatically now think of the Dr. Martin Luther King Memorial. Okay. Go ahead.
If we ever get a chance to see it, what is some of the representation we should look for? Because sometimes we see a monument, we see an image, but we don't know what we're looking at and what it represents.
I've got a couple that I'd like to share with you. When the Japanese back in the early 1900s gave us the cherry blossom. So one of the corporations, Atna, came in and gave quite a bit of money to make sure that the biggest proliferation of the cherry blossoms were around the monument. And the reason why is because Dr. King was assassinated in April, and the cherry blossoms bloom in April. When you drive down the street, the address is 1964 Independence Avenue. And that's the Civil Rights Bill was signed by President Johnson in 1964. So you have those little idiosyncrasies that are there. When you look at the monument itself, Master Lei, the Chinese sculptor that built the monument, and again, back to that diversity piece, they pulled Dr. King out of the mountain, because they wanted him. He was a warrior for peace, and he was the one that was going to bring everyone to kind of together.
And I want to point out real quickly, they have a video available online if they want to check out Building the Dream that tells the story that you put together. And we thank you, as always, for being here, Bobby McDonald.
Thank you so much for sharing.
And thank you for joining us. I'm Leslie Leyton.